This is an intimidating group. The sheer amount of emotion that I felt just walking into this building, and I know this is a hotel and there's lots of people, but today this building belongs to ACH. And I want to say thank you for having me here and also for helping us with the work that we're doing. I have a couple of recognition questions, and I'm trying to go fast. I only have 10 minutes. There's a lot that I want to cover. I feel like I need a little yoga session right now. So I have these flyers, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the flyer, and I'll probably leave a couple over there. But is there any moms in the room? All hands, yay. Keep your hand raised if you have experienced single parenting. Wow, okay. And then keep your hand raised if you have experienced raising single parent or being a single parent with a child with a disability or a social challenge. Wow, can you ladies come up to the front if you feel comfortable with it? I just want to give you something. If you're comfortable with it. Just a mom with a single mom, that experience, social challenges. These are mom heart buttons, and these buttons, they mean a lot to me. Feel free to wear it, give it to somebody that means a lot to you. But the story behind Mom Heart is the fact that we need community. We need support. When you are a single mom, it kind of isolates your world quite a bit. And then if you're a single mom with a child that has any social disadvantages or identity challenges or disabilities, it makes navigating life that much more complicated. And so what I find is that in our groups, when we do our discussions, our workshops, I find that I kind of have an empathetic ear when I listen to the stories of women and mothers who are on those journeys and just trying to figure it out. So a little bit about me. I have two kids. One is just finishing her final year in business school. The other one, she's at UW. The other one is WSU, finished veterinary sciences, right? So we have a house that's divided, but not really. And I've been working in finance for about 20 years, and then I went through, I thought that everything could be solved with mutual funds. That's like 20 years of sales. I literally thought all of our world problems would be solved. But unfortunately, I realized after an experience in a social justice situation that was never really had any resolve. And then I started learning about other people's stories and listening to their stories, and I realized that we have a lot bigger problems going on around here. But I also realized that it was going to take a large group of folks in order to get the changes that we need to happen. So walking into this building today and hearing all of the emotion and hearing all of the stories, I love mutual funds because I don't have to feel anything. It's kind of great, except for when the market goes down, you feel a lot, but But this was a lot for me today, to say the least. So trying to process it, I decided that creating spaces where women can find community and support together was going to be key, not just for my own healing, but for my children who are in their 20s. And then I figured, well, if it was going to be helpful for me and helpful for them, then it's probably going to be helpful for other people. And so I decided to branch out beyond investments and into some healing work. And so I developed a couple of workbooks. We started out with a financial wellness workbook for kids. So I'll be doing some workshops this summer at the city of Marysville. And then we branched out into Moms Online, which we had moms every week online on Zoom. We'd cover one wellness quadrant per week, and just ways to be able to help break up the isolation and create community. Slides? Anybody? Who's doing slides? Where's that person? Oh, hi. So one of the events that we hosted, and again, thank you, was our Freedom Run 5K. I learned a lot. I had to go in front of city council and do like a presentation, and it was, I don't know, I didn't like that at all. But the 5K was awesome, and we had 17 volunteers show up, and we had like 50-something women registered. It was incredible, and none of us had ever hosted a 5K before. I didn't even think it was possible. Next slide. And then we hosted Wellness Day at the Ranch. We had amazing partners come together for that. One of our partners was here earlier, but then she has to leave to go pick up her son. But Owl Creek Stables opened up and let us have everybody on horses, and we got video footage, and we're collecting data to find out the impact, the social impact, et cetera, et cetera. But lots of things happen. But more importantly, I want to stop talking as quickly as possible. But I want to see if I could have Kataka, Passion, and Coco real quick. Thanks. Come up. As hesitantly as you might. And I just wanted these ladies, because they mean so much to me, and they have what I call a mom heart. That's a heart that needs to continue beating for their kids. It needs to continue to feel filled up for self-esteem purposes. It needs to, and the things that we are feeling, the things that you are feeling, the things that we walk around with, it ripples into community. And so we want to try to create the most positive base possible. So maybe Kataka, could you say like a little bit about what the 5K experience was like for you?
Hello, my name is Kataka. The 5K for me, I'm really into health and wellness and going to the gym and working out. And more than this, I've never done a 5K. And I'm like, there's no way, right? So I was gonna volunteer. But like, it's not that bad, you guys. Like three some miles. But what this space did is brought families together. I saw full families together. I saw people that don't really run and work out. And I'm a big holistic guru about getting health and wellness a natural way. And this is a way to get movement into you and spending time with your families and to lower your A1C, to lower your blood pressure, all of the good things, right? While having fun. It was amazing.
Thank you. And then we're almost a couple more minutes. Thank you. Thank you. That was perfect. Coco. She helped volunteer at the ranch. Could you just talk about the ranch experience?
Yeah, so in December, I assisted Atrina in planning and hosting a group of our friends and family for horseback riding. It was my first time horseback riding for my mom and my son, and it was beautiful. It was amazing to see the joy in the room. There were little babies that were super eager to hop on there, and there were grown women who were not. But it was quite the experience, and I can't wait to do it again.
And last but not least, Passion. Passion and her husband, I wanted a partner MC team, and they nailed it, these two. Oh my goodness, I'll let her talk to you about that. But for the 5K, can you talk about the 5K?
So yes, the 5K was amazing. Like Artrina said, my husband and I emceed. So we interviewed the people who were at the 5K, and everyone said that they were there to like get out into the community and get active, which was amazing. I'm on a journey myself right now. I quit red meat like 6 months ago. And so when Artrina had asked me to be a part of the 5K, I was like, absolutely. Like, I'm on a health and wellness journey myself, so it sounds like a good idea. But yeah, and then recently I was diagnosed with celiac, so I have to be gluten-free now, which is not fun. It's not fun at all. But I'm doing it. So yeah, the 5K was amazing. Interviewing people was amazing. Just being a part of something that felt so wholesome was great. So yeah.
So, thank you, ACH. Thank you, ladies. Last year, we had 33 volunteers sign up for random, just different events. The QR code to the website is on there, so we always need more volunteers. ACH, Catch a Fire, where's Kaiko? I've used, if you want to, yeah, I've used their volunteer service to really help me. Maybe she might ask me a question about the service, I don't know, but we pulled together 33 volunteers, and our hope is to have more volunteers to show up at events, mentor ladies that come, every size, shape, and color, obviously, and bring families together. So yes, it's for women and girls, our programs, but our dads, our grandfathers, our uncles, right? Those are important parts of families. So like we had the whole families at these events, okay, supporting moms in their health.
Thanks, Audrina. We had asked Audrina to speak of her experience with Catch a Fire because BRE Innovative Solutions is one of the top users of this service, which is something we sponsor through the Collaborative Action Network. If you don't know about Catch a Fire, our partners have saved I think it's close to $500,000 over the last 18 months or so, 2,000 staff hours. Catch a Fire is access to about 84,000 volunteers worldwide who are skilled professionals who are donating their services back on this platform. This is the staff you haven't yet hired, the budget you don't have, the time you don't have, the skill sets that aren't yet represented with your staff. Reach out to Catch a Fire. Totally happy to give you kind of the lowdown on all of that, but it is about operational strategy, it's about board development, it's about logos and social media campaigns, it's about AI, it's about financial systems and customer management systems. There's literally not a need you might have as a nonprofit to grow your capacity that Catch a Fire staff cannot, Catch a Fire volunteers cannot help you with. So, Audrina, if you could just speak to your experience and the projects that you have posted, that would be fabulous.
Thank you. It's about pulling it all together. And I always say, like, people would ask me, okay, well, Audrina, when is this going to be done, right? Because I say we're not there yet. Another 12 months, we should be, right? And I say that your business should come together like a grilled cheese sandwich. And I know that that probably sounds weird, but I really like food, and so like, that whole process. And Catch a Fire has helped with business strategy. I have an amazing volunteer. She's in Florida. I told her I was going to talk to her today, so at 10 o'clock, she was like, what are you going to say about me? Are you going to say anything good? Like, you know, and I was just like, yeah, she's amazing. And so finding quality people to help with the different nuances, because you can't do everything by yourself. People always say you can't do it all by yourself. And so finding volunteers has been very, 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 very beneficial for our organization, and thank you all.